Working with multiple brokers on the same lane could potentially cause some problems. Lucky for you, we're going to talk about those problems and how to avoid them. Hi, my name is Emily from Anderson Trucking Service. Working with multiple brokers may come with some heavy perks, but may also bring problems your way. The best thing you can do is learn all about them and prepare yourself for your next shipment. When you decide to have multiple brokers try to look for coverage on one certain lane for you, a few problems can arise. While you may think you might be getting a better deal in the long run, you are actually hurting your pocketbook, and let me explain why. When multiple brokers have the same lane posted out, you run into the problem of them calling on the same carriers. This in turn can cause unnecessary bids and the rate to increase. We can understand shopping around to get the best rates. However, when multiple companies are working on coverage, they call out to the same carriers, which in turn makes for bigger competition and higher prices. Another disadvantage to consider is communication. We all know that in this market, communication is key between shipper and the person in charge of handling their freight. When you have multiple brokers competing over the same lane, communication could get foggy between you and each broker that you're working with. This can result in many frustrations and potentially end up wasting your time and money. You also want to consider the relationship between you and the person handling your freight. Is the current relationship you have with them good? Are they handling all of your needs? If you had to second guess that question, then maybe it's time to look at expanding your options. However, if you take on multiple new opportunities and give them all the same lane to work on, the calls start to pour in to carriers that maybe more than one brokerage works with. Not only can this hurt your budget, but it can also damper a relationship between a broker and their carriers. Now, I don't want to deter you from using other brokers and expanding your network, so consider the 80-20 strategy. The strategy goes like this. Give 80% of your freight to 20% of your total carriers. Carriers are going to value your partnership far more if you utilize them consistently rather than in one-off instances. Ideally, your core carriers will comprise only 20% of the total transportation providers in your network. The final number of companies this ends up being will be based on how much capacity you need for 80% of your freight. Are you looking for more information on working with freight brokers? Go ahead and click the link down below and it will take you to our freight brokerage selection checklist, a free downloadable tool to help you choose the right freight brokerage for your business. Thank you and have a wonderful day.